This is China, or this is China, or this is the real China. Everything I've seen about China online is extreme. Some videos make it look like a total dystopia, a place of government control, rigid surveillance, and people struggling under oppression. Others paint it as the most advanced country in the world, with futuristic cities, endless economic growth, and a rising superpower set to overtake the West. So which is it? If you only watched YouTube, you'd think China is either the best place on Earth or the worst. But that's not reality. Real life is never that simple. I wanted to see for myself. Not just the viral clips, not just what the media shows, but the full picture. So I came here. Welcome to Shanghai, China's wealthiest and most modern city. Here, billionaires dine in Michelin-starred restaurants, designer brands line the streets, and the skyline looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. With a population of over 24 million, Shanghai isn't just rich, it's a symbol of China's economic rise. But just a few hours away, this is also China, rural Sichuan, where entire families still rely on farming, where wages are a fraction of what they are in the big cities, and where some villages don't even have modern plumbing. It's a world apart from Shanghai, yet they exist in the same country. Two places, one China. Let's take a closer look. Shanghai wasn't always this rich. Just 40 years ago, it was filled with traditional shikumen houses, bicycles outnumbered cars, and skyscrapers were non-existent. But then came China's economic reforms in the late 1970s and 1980s, led by Deng Xiaoping. Special economic zones opened up, foreign investment flooded in, and Shanghai became China's financial powerhouse. Today, this city represents China's elite. Home prices here rival those in Manhattan. The Bund showcases old colonial wealth, while Lujiazui's futuristic skyline symbolizes the country's tech and finance dominance. Millions move here every year in search of opportunities, but while some strike gold, others barely scrape by. The cost of living is sky high, and not everyone benefits equally from China's rapid growth. If you're enjoying this deep dive, make sure to hit that subscribe button. More eye-opening content coming your way. Shanghai's rise came at a cost. Rural China was left behind. While cities boomed with foreign investment, villages in Sichuan and other inland provinces struggled with outdated infrastructure, weak job markets, and an aging population. Many young people left for big cities, leaving behind elderly parents and children growing up with grandparents. Here, life revolves around farming and small local businesses. Many households still rely on subsistence agriculture, earning a fraction of urban incomes. The government has made efforts to reduce poverty, building roads, relocating families, and investing in rural schools. But the gap between rich and poor remains staggering. What's surprising is that despite the economic hardships, life here has a strong sense of community. Unlike the fast-paced, individualistic nature of Shanghai, villages still operate on mutual support. Neighbors know each other, and traditions like family banquets, temple festivals, and collective farming keep cultural heritage alive. This contrast between Shanghai and Sichuan isn't unique to China. New York City tells a similar story. Manhattan, like Shanghai, is a symbol of wealth and ambition. Fortune 500 companies, penthouses costing tens of millions, and a nonstop economy that rewards the few who can keep up. But just across the river, you have the Bronx, a borough that, like rural Sichuan, faces economic struggles, lower incomes, and fewer opportunities.
Right, sir? Hello? Right? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you remember the location? No? Where are you going?
Many Bronx residents, like those in rural Sichuan, are caught in a cycle where escaping poverty is difficult. Schools have fewer resources, rent prices keep rising, and many families rely on multiple jobs just to stay afloat. Yet, like Sichuan, the Bronx has something Manhattan often lacks: tight-knit communities, a strong cultural identity, and resilience. People here build their own support networks, from family-owned businesses to local community programs, and hold on to their traditions despite the challenges. Show people helping each other, vibrant street life, and family gatherings. China is not just Shanghai. It's not just rural Sichuan. It's both. The extremes exist side by side, just like Manhattan and the Bronx. Rapid economic growth lifts some and leaves others behind. The story is more complex than what most media show. No country is just one thing. There is no single real China or real America. The world is full of contrast, and that's what makes it fascinating. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what's the biggest contrast you've seen in your own city or country.